Have you ever felt that wave of anxiety just wash over you? That feeling that's as physical as it is mental? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk you through a super practical guide with 5 simple, science-backed exercises you can use literally anytime, anywhere to help calm your body and your mind.
You know that feeling? Your heart starts pounding out of your chest, or suddenly it feels like you just can't get a deep enough breath? Yeah, those are classic physical signs of anxiety, and when they hit, it can feel totally overwhelming.
And hey, if this sounds like you are so not alone. We're talking about anxiety disorders affecting around 40 million adults just in the US. That makes it one of the most common mental health challenges out there. So that feeling, millions of people know exactly what you're talking about. But here's the really cool part. You can actually learn to influence these physical reactions. You have way more control than you probably think. So let's dive in and see exactly how you can take back the reins starting right now.
Okay, so first things first. To really get a handle on this, we've got to understand what's actually going on inside your body when that anxious feeling creeps in. It's pretty fascinating, actually.
What you're experiencing is something called the fight or flight response. Think of it as your body's built-in alarm system. Now, the problem with anxiety is that this alarm gets a false trigger. Your body thinks it's in real danger, even when it's not, and it floods your system with stress hormones like epinephrine, basically revving your engine to 100.
And you can really feel the difference, right? When you're anxious, your breathing gets all fast and shallow, and your muscles clench up. But when you're relaxed, your breathing is slow and deep, and your muscles are loose. The exercises we're about to cover are like a manual override. They're designed to help you physically shift from that first state to the second.
All right, enough of the why, let's get to the how. Here are 5 really practical exercises you can put in your toolkit to push back against those physical symptoms and get some relief, right when you need it. First up, we have alternate nostril breathing. This is a classic technique from yoga. It's also called Nadi Shodhana, and studies have actually shown it can help lower your blood pressure and even sharpen your focus.
Why don't we try it? Find a comfortable place to sit. Go ahead and rest your left hand on your knee. Now, with your right hand, just fold your pointer and middle fingers down into your palm. Use your thumb to gently close your right nostril and inhale slowly through your left. Good. Now at the top of the breath, use your ring finger to close the left nostril, lift your thumb, and exhale through the right. Now inhale through that same right nostril, close it with your thumb, release your ring finger, and exhale through the left. That's one full round. Try doing about 10 rounds of that, but of course, stop if you ever feel dizzy.
Okay, tool number 2 is pursed lip breathing. This one is incredibly simple, but don't let that fool you. It's a super powerful way to slow your breathing down. It's actually so effective that it's often taught to people with lung conditions to help them manage shortness of breath.
Here's all you do. First, just relax your neck and shoulders. Now, breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 2. Then, purse your lips, kind of like you're about to whistle, and breathe out slowly through your mouth. The real trick here is to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Simple, right?
Our third technique sounds a bit technical. It's called resonance frequency breathing, or coherent breathing, but the idea is simple. You're aiming for a really steady, calming rhythm of about 5 or 6 breaths a minute. It's like finding the perfect frequency to soothe your nervous system. For this one, it's great if you can lie down and close your eyes. You're going to breathe in through your nose for a count of 6, just enough to feel your lungs expand, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. Then, without any pause, just gently exhale through your nose for another count of 6. Just keep that steady rhythm going, 6 in, 6 out, for up to 10 minutes.
Next up, we have a foundational exercise that's amazing because you can do it absolutely anywhere. Seriously, standing in line at the store, sitting at your desk, lying in bed, it works everywhere.
So wherever you are, just get comfortable. Breathe in gently through your nose for a count of 5 and really try to feel your belly expand with that breath. Then, without pausing, breathe out through your mouth for a count of 5. Just keep that easy 5 in, 5 out pattern going for 3 to 5 minutes.
And for our last exercise, we're going to switch gears a little and focus on your muscles. It's called Progressive Muscle Relaxation. The whole idea is to purposefully tense up a muscle group and then let it go completely, which teaches your body to recognize the difference between being tense and being relaxed. For this, it's best to lie down somewhere comfortable. Let's start with your feet. Breathe in and just squeeze all the muscles in your feet. Really tense them up and hold it for about 10 seconds. Then, as you breathe out, just let all of that tension dissolve. Let your feet go completely limp for about 20 seconds and really pay attention to that feeling of release. From there, you just move on to the next muscle group, working your way all the way up your body.
And this isn't just some feel-good exercise either. There's real science to back it up. A 2021 study actually found that progressive muscle relaxation can significantly lower anxiety levels and, get this, improve sleep quality, which, as you know, can be a huge struggle for people with anxiety.
Now, these exercises are fantastic tools for that in-the-moment relief, but it's also really important to see them as just one part of a much bigger approach. So, what are the next steps if these exercises just aren't quite enough?
Well, when you talk to a professional, they have a whole range of tools too. Doctors often use things like psychotherapy, different kinds of medication, or sometimes a mix of both. A really common and effective therapy is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which helps you learn to recognize and change anxious thought patterns. And of course, there are also common medications like SSRIs and SNRIs.
This all leads to a really important question. How do you know when these exercises are no longer enough? When is it time to reach out and get professional help from a doctor?
Here are a few signs to look out for. If you find that your worry feels uncontrollable, or if your anxiety is starting to seriously get in the way of your work or your social life, or if you've been feeling this way for 6 months or more, that is a really clear signal that it's time to talk to a doctor. They can give you a proper diagnosis and help you build a full treatment plan that's right for you.
Wow, okay, we've covered a lot. From the science of fight or flight all the way to 5 practical exercises you can literally start using today. So I guess the only question left is for you. Which one of these tools are you going to add to your mental health toolkit first? Just remember, taking that first small step, that's a really powerful move toward finding your calm.